He said, Chirps build. Kerno.exp, g'day. Peter Nottle, hello. Chirpy, g'day. Bill Baggers, good day, Bill. David Ian Sykes, hello, and happy birthday for last week, I think, if I got that right. Stephen Lang, g'day. Mark Osborne, hello. Hi, Adam. Chirpy's back. G'day, Chirp. Stephen Lang, I hope you're doing all right. Kevin, g'day. Dan Shed, hello. Rustnox, g'day. Got a friend request from Rustnox YouTube channel on Facebook. Looks like that's where it's all happening, so you should go over there and add him as a friend. I'll follow him anyway. Darren, g'day. James P, g'day. Russell Dold, hello. Adam's got a big spill problem. That doesn't sound good. Dan makes videos. There you go. Yep, that's should be a new channel name. Dan makes videos. Not very often, but sometimes, yeah. Go Create Hobby Machine Shop. G'day. Hey, Nigel. Yeah, didn't see a lot of follow up through there. So. What's happening? Not very much. I've got a problem. We'll address that in a minute. We'll get to that. Hey, shout out if you're in Australia. These guys here on the Gold Coast, Bushby Cleaning Products. Website there with internet purchases is a pretty good website. Is that? Oh crap! Sorry guys, I just dropped that. Bushbycleaning.com.au. This is a really good product. I'm a bit stoked with this actually. It's not really expensive, so go and check them out if you're looking for some hand cleaner in Australia. Bit of a mess with the Clockwork Loco. Nothing particularly serious, but we did have a bit of a mess with it. I haven't done much this weekend, to be honest. Yeah, want to see more line videos. Hello, everyone. Paul says, yes, we want to see more line videos. Absolutely. Hey, Raymond. What else? No pressure at all, Nigel, but yeah. I really enjoyed the Vice videos too. I only had 2 days off this weekend, and they were a day apart. So I worked Monday, I had Sunday and Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. So didn't do a heck of a lot. Sunday I did some housework and tried to warm up and kind of had a bit of a mess down here and did a few little jobs in the workshop. Nothing serious, just a few little jobs. Tuesday I didn't do much. I also did some laundry and I went looking and picked up an air compressor. So there you go, that's exciting. Have a look at the air compressor. Story is, let's see if I can find somewhere to put this around here. Sorry about that wonky handle. Here we go. We're on this new fancy camera mount, so we could just do this. Sorry, I'll just do this clamp up. There we go. It's going to tell me that, oh crap, didn't think that through very well. No, didn't think that through at all. We've got this set up the wrong way. It's sort of a good thing, but it doesn't always work that well. Hang on, let's fix this. Got 2 sheets MDF here, which is sort of in the way. But that's a work project, so we'll get them out of the way soon enough. Need a bigger clamp. There we go. So anyway, picked up this air compressor, which was, a friend had it sort of as surplus, and along with a lot of other junk, and couldn't really be bothered finding out what was wrong with it. So had an electrical problem apparently, and asked for an offer, and I made an offer that was a bit ridiculous, and we sort of negotiated a bit on that. And I come home with an air compressor that wasn't working, which is cool because I need an air compressor. Let's have a look here. We can turn it around sort of half a turn. It says it's 283 somethings. 283 litres a minute. There's the pump displacement, and free air delivery is 178 litres a minute. So, yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad or what. Humidity 90% sounds fantastic. It's freezing cold here. Anyway, I brought it home and pulled it completely apart looking for a problem, and then discovered that it wasn't that difficult. No, I didn't quite pull it all apart, but I did sort of... I pulled the top off the pressure switch and sort of bypassed it in the hope that it would get going, and that didn't happen. There was no clicks and no humming or no nothing, so I figured it wasn't a capacitor. Thought it might have been the reset switch on the motor. But didn't seem to be with the motor wire. And I took the guard and the belt off, of course, and gave it a spin because I thought, well, maybe it was just a capacitor or something, but it's not that either. So in the end, I pulled the cord off and tested it, and about 20 minutes after starting to work it out, I think this plug is what the problem is. Somewhere here, and I can't find it, but the blue wire in this cord, the neutral wire in this cord doesn't seem to conduct electricity. There's no resistance in it. So it's open line here somewhere on the blue wire. No idea why, but somewhere there it's broken. And that's what the problem is. So I put a new cord on it, fixed it. So I've got a pretty good air compressor at about under half what it would have cost me new. So there we go. Pretty excited about that. It all works. It all seems to work. It never had much rusty water or anything in it. It didn't have much water in it at all, actually. It didn't seem to be rusty, so it could have a plastic liner in it. I don't know. And I don't have a hose for it yet and don't have a regulator, but I do have an air compressor, so that's something. It's not crazy noisy, being a twin and being belt drive, but it's probably could go out the back on an extension lead with a hose in somewhere along the wall. Might be an option. Anyway, that's my air compressor. And pretty excited to have it, actually, because I wouldn't have spent what this would have been new on an air compressor even in my wildest dreams, because I probably would end up with some crappy little single cylinder direct drive thing and worried that it never did the job. But pretty pleased with that. And honestly, it's a bit dusty, but it doesn't look like it's done a lot of work. No oil drips or anything. Will says avoid the red wire. That makes sense. So anyway, got an air compressor. It's not registered yet. There's a place there for a number plate probably, but doesn't seem to. It's got 2 holes for it, but it hasn't got one yet. So we'll see how we go with that. But yeah, it's probably actually a place for a regulator. I haven't got one of them yet. I'm checking your chain, guys. Now you don't have to register it. It's probably possible, but no, you don't. Anyway, that's the air compressor. I'm pretty excited about that. I don't really want it in this part of the workshop. There's room outside, but what's happened in the last week since I decided I was going to get this and organise it, is that we ended up with the landlord's boat in the way here, which is a bit of a pain in the neck, actually. If anyone who's watching who's got any import into that, bit of a nuisance. He ought to sell it. He's rich enough to have a boat. He's charging us too much rent. Anyway, it's in the way a bit, so can't really get past it to that back door, which is a pain. Otherwise, I'd stick it outside and use that power switch over there. Oh dear. Adam, I hope everything's okay. Anyway, got a boat in the way, so I don't know how we're going to go with that air compressor. Going to have to get a cord and some sort of, I might get a decent bit of 3/4 flex and a plug for it and put on it properly. And need a hose, but until then after that, if this boat's disappeared by then, it might go outside. Cabinet in the corner. Yeah, I don't know which corner that it's not. It's still got an empty cabinet. It probably is best outside by the fence. Is under cover out there. It's a good place to put it. On the plus side, if there's a flood, we have a vehicle. Yes, got to get pretty deep to get up to here though. Basically, the ocean's got to come up quite a lot. Boat equals blank canvas, that's right. Somewhere easy to drain is important. Yes, Adam, that sounds like, from experience, it sounds like a good thing. Yeah, boats are very rarely in the water. No one's got time for that. Just a status symbol. Anyway, it's all right. It's not really a huge hardship, except some other idiot poor sods kitchen furniture is in the way in my workshop now, and it's a bit of a nuisance. Not that impressed about that, but not my problem really. I glue small animals all around it. Yeah. Anyway, it is a bit of a pain because it's in the way of the clothesline and a few things like that. I'm really not that happy about it, but we'll live with it. Yeah, it was out the back, and that's all right out the back. I know. I mean, it was there for months, 6 or 8 months, and then you took it home, and must have actually gone fishing at some point. I don't know, probably not, but probably. And all of a sudden it's back here, and it's inside rather than outside, so a bit of a nuisance. But anyway, see if you use it in the next 12 months. Anyway, enough whinging about that. Got a parcel. Now, how's the library coming along? Libraries, anything change the subject, because it's a difficult, this parcel thing is a difficult topic. Library's slowly coming along. Need another 2 bookcases at some point. That sounds bad, doesn't it? But yes, I need 2 more bookcases at some point. And then we'll have everything up off the floor and out of piles and things, and everything organised and put away, and we can do a grand tour and probably even live stream from up there occasionally. It's starting to look all right, actually. I'm pleased with that. Anyway, what have we got? Gosh, we've got another 42 minutes to fill up with this parcel. I'm really a bit scared of what's going to happen with that. I've got a problem. Not so much a problem. And yeah, what's happening there? But I'm a bit nervous about missing out on things. So when situations arise, I tend to take on more projects than I can handle and put them away in the corner. And some things, yeah, they're still going to be made in another 100 years, but some things aren't. And these, I think, are... I don't know if there's a tactful way to say that, so I'm probably not going to say it, but there are some projects that are only going to get a chance on in the next 10 or 20 years, you know. And it might be time to actually make some investment into things while it's made round to go round. So anyway, I've hit up a gentleman in the UK who posted a video about this awesome little bandsaw. I'm sure he's probably watching, so I'm going to... We might as well just get into it. myfordboy posted a video about this awesome little bandsaw that he made, MFB on there. Nice casting with 3D printed wheels, like bandsaw wheels for the belt, and another drive wheel, which are nice little 3D prints actually. Not bad 3D prints at all, considering all things. Yeah, right. And this little saw, and I sent him an email saying, hey look, I'd like one of them, so anyway, we organised that, and he said, "I'll cast you one. I'll cast you one." So anyway, he posted it along, which is a nice little, pretty high zinc aluminium casting. It is a nice casting, nice finish on it. From experience, it'll probably machine pretty nice. It's not a huge job. Comes with a drawing sheet. I've already got a myfordboys steam engine, so that's probably what's going to drive it, to be honest. It's a bit overpowered, but we might have to make a line shaft or something for it. So pretty simple job. There's a table, which is a bit of 0.8 mild steel sheet metal. There's a bolt and a bush for the top, and a drive shaft that goes through the middle, and a couple of flat surfaces and 6 holes, something like that. It's pretty straightforward. So just a toy. It's based on I think probably it's based on Markland Model Workshop accessory, and it's not too shabby. So at some point when I've got a mill, that's a weekend's work, and it'd be fun, and we could belt it up to myfordboys' little engine and have a pretty cool little workshop, or the start of one. And as he releases them, we could maybe get some others. No pressure there. Also sent, this is like a Mr. Pete sticker, really. It's almost impossible to get. Sent some stickers. So I'm going to put one on my board, and I might redistribute the others at some point. So there we go. That's pretty exciting. Now, issue being that while we're on the job and things were coming from the UK, and this is something I've been thinking about for some time, and this is where it all gets a bit sticky and a little bit difficult morally and ethically, and a little bit complicated, because coming this crap. Where can we move this? Move this up here. I'll lock this back on here. There we go. Without disturbing anything. There we go. Don't know if we can see that, but it come in this box, and the bandsaw was a bit stupid in this box, so we thought we might as well pad it out. What's the hold up on the mill? Phase converter is what the hold up is. Need to stop buying pointless crappy projects, or pointless amazing projects, and actually get a phase converter or a VFD or something on the mill. I really want to put a phase converter on it, so it's going to happen, but it might not be for another month. It's just getting to it. That's the only hold up on the mill anyway. So there's no electricity to it at the moment. VFD's all right, but we lose a bit of power, and I really don't want to do that, to be honest. I don't want to lose too much power on that mill. So rotary phase converter would be fantastic. That's the way I'm thinking, but we'll see how we go with that at some point. Anyway, this box come from myfordboy, which is awesome, but it seemed a bit pointless just sending it empty. So he sent some stickers, and he sent the bandsaw, and he sent a set of drawings for this, which you may have seen if you watched myfordboys videos back far enough. And what else? A set of flywheel. Move this over so you can see. Nice flywheel. and the pump gear, and the push rod, and a con rod, and some other fittings, some main bearings, and a timing gear, and a carburetor, and an igniter casting, and a bit of corian for an igniter insulator, and what I believe is probably timing gear or pump gear, something like that. And a crankcase casting. Now, everyone's going to get all upset about this, right? Because I have a very, 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 very bad track record with internal combustion engine models. However, this is one of myfordboys' biggest engine casting kits, right? And as such, I don't think that he's going to be making them forever. I'm saying another 20 years probably is your time frame on this. But it won't hurt to have one sitting here in case at some point I finally get that Stewart 500 run, the Stewart running. And decide I want to start another one. It won't hurt to have them sitting here. And they're in a cardboard box, so they can go in a big solid cardboard box. They can go in the back of the cupboard here somewhere. But fairly nice little engines, half-size air motor from the USA, from Mr. Pete country actually. And not a straightforward build. It is fairly simple, but there's a lot of work in it without getting any sort of putting any punches there at all. There's a bit of work in it. But it's not going to happen until I get the Stewart running. And that's not going to happen until the mill's going. So this little project here will be put aside, and at some point I'll do it if all goes well. It's got some really nice casting. I want to look at the awesome castings. People are sort of, yeah, you're all judgy about this, but anyway, it won't hurt to have it here. That's what I'm saying. It's sort of feel like at some point it might be too late. So I very much wanted to sort of secure one of these. I got unlucky with another creator at some point back 20 years ago who it kind of hit me pretty hard then. I sent away for a set of casting and got a letter back saying that they were no longer available, which was a bit nasty. But anyway, I missed out on that. Anyway, this isn't going to happen at any time soon. They're all aluminium castings, but most of them are fairly zinc heavy, so they're pretty solid castings. There's some complicated bits like a trip igniter. And there's a couple of 12 DP gears. I don't know if they're 12 DP. I know that these ones are, this one and this one. This one here and this one here, I think are 12 DP. So there's a little con rod, which is aluminium too. It shouldn't backfire and bend that, I guess. It's pretty solid still. There's a nice long tappet or rocker arm for the intake valve, or the exhaust valve, that is, valve, and that's the exhaust valve. That's a timing gear, apparently, I think. There is a video at myfordboys channel about this. This is fairly solid flywheel, but I think we can machine that. It's actually got a cord bolt hole there, and then it's split halfway through and machined with a key. The bolt doesn't, only just for cosmetics, I think. But it's not a bad looking flywheel. That's pretty heavy, actually. Pretty solid flywheel. It's got letters and everything in it. And there's this, which is the, it's got a cast iron liner goes in it. The rocker arm goes on here in the igniter drive, and the camshaft's on this one, I think. And the main pump drive for the windmill pump goes on here. The crankshaft goes on the back here with a couple of bearings, which are these. The spaces in them for little oil pots and everything. Now, don't know about this. I thought this was a cord casting, but it doesn't look like it was. And to my mind, when I saw the video, a few times I've watched it over the last 18 months, I thought I'd like one of these. It looked like a very, 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 very fiddly casting to do with a core in it. And I'll forgive him if it doesn't, but it's probably not a huge deal just to drill it. But that's a carburettor casting. Chirpy, you're right on. Yeah, that's right. It's got a he's say that, but he's cast this with a zinc alloy, so seriously, there's plenty of weight in that. That's a pretty heavy flywheel. That would weigh probably 4 kilograms, something like that. So some nice castings. Anyway, huge thanks if he's watching this. Big thanks for organising that and sending it over and chasing freight and all that sort of stuff. I was here remarkably quickly. It only took a week to get here. But there we go. This will go in a box. I wanted to sort of be upfront and show everyone. I was thinking I'd just hide it away in the corner and pretend it wasn't there and get it out at some point and finish it, but it's a bit rough on him. This kit's available. I think there's a couple of week lead time on getting one cast. So they're brand new, fresh castings. And I guess each one's a little bit better than the last. Comes with a manual. It comes with a CD full of photos of the prototype, which is awesome. It's got a book with basically pages and pages and pages of drawings and notes on building each and every part, how to set it up, how to build it. There's a reasonable chance with a book like this on building an engine I might be able to get it running. I'm going to have another go at the Stewart first, but anyway. That's myfordboys air motor pumping engine. Now, I was going to get somewhere, I have a copy of C.H. Wendell's American Stationary Engine book, which is autographed by the great Chuck Wendell himself, with my name in the front. I have no idea at all where it is. I can't find it since I moved. I've got no idea. It's a bit scary. I may have lent it to someone, or I may have given it to someone, or I may have sold it. I don't think I would have sold it. It may still be in Tasmania somewhere. Could be in a box of books that my sister is actually going to send up here in the next little while. Apart from that, I've got really no idea, whereas maybe she sold it, to put it up for sale and sold it. I don't know. But I did have a copy of it, and it's a fairly expensive book, and I'm not sure if it's still in print. But that had half a dozen pages on the history of these things and different models and things. And I was going to get that out, but I can't find it. Anyway. These are all A4 drawings for economy, I guess, and easy to post and all that sort of stuff. But there's about 10 sheets for the crankcase. Some bits are quite simple. Gears and igniter rods and things like that. It's a fairly simple engine, really, but I've said that before, and I'm a bit nervous about starting it. Pages for igniter and all that stuff. I'd like to believe I could build it. I'm not as confident as I would like about that anymore. No confidence at all about internal combustion engines, but one day I'd like one that runs. Anyway, everyone's lost for words now. That's blown everyone away. Is it similar to the Maytag? No, it's an 8-stroke hit and miss engine. It's got that overall look about it, but it is an 8-stroke, which means that the camshaft's 8-to-1 on the, or 4-to-1. The camshaft's 4-to-1 on the crankshaft. So it's got 6 exhaust strokes, an intake and a compression, and a power, and must be 5 exhaust strokes. So that's what keeps it cool. It runs sort of pretty slow, or appears to run pretty slow. They were a very small engine. This is a half size, so they weren't a huge, big engine. But it's designed to take a farm labourer's job off the pump and do the work of a guy standing there pumping water at the windmill when the wind wasn't blowing. So that's what it was designed for, and it was saying there's a school of thought that believes that they painted whatever colour was cheapest at the time. If someone got a bargain on paint, that's what colour they ended up. And there was no machining on the outside of the flywheel or anything like that. They were all pretty rough. But it's a pretty good fun project, I think. But yes, it's an 8-stroke hit and miss engine with a battery cell. It's actually, myfordboy has his running on gas, which makes me nervous because I've never had any luck at all running anything on gas, let alone petrol. Oh, Dan's awake.
Been working hard today.
Has he? Where have you been, Dan?
At his place.
Oh, okay.
Loading a trailer.
Doing what to a trailer?
Just loading it.
Oh, okay. Dan's been working hard today. He's going for a walk. So he's either getting a delivery, or his dealer's coming, or he's going to check the letterbox, or he's left something out on the other bike, or he just wants to go and look at it. I don't know. Morning from Australia. Anyway, so that's the air motor engine, air motor pumping engine, half-size engine by David Abbott, which is myfordboy. Very cool. I'll put it aside, and at some point when we've done a few other projects, we might actually get into it, but it might be a little while. Chirpy's out. It's time for bed for Chirpy. It's about 5 a.m, 6 a.m or something like that, 4 a.m. Can't stay up all the time. I'm going to move this over here, and we're going to put a sticker on the board, eh? Let's say hello to the folks, Dan.
Hi, folks.
There we go. Just going to put some things away so I can get this drawer shut. This drawer sort of works as a workbench or a parts table a lot of the time, and that's not a particularly good thing, to be honest. Because all my bolts and nuts and things are in that drawer, and it tends to be open all the time because that's what I use. So may have some time redelegate that. Oops, lost you there. So where do we put myfordboy? Give some of these people a shout out. This guy here, go and check out his channel. It's a really good channel. Shark River Machine. Go and hit him up. This guy here, you should hit him up. He's got a line locomotive build that he's promised more about in the next little while. Go and check him out. This guy here, you should check him out. Some pretty cool stuff that he makes. Good how-to videos. Golly, who else is here? This one here, should check this guy out. Machine NZ, hit him up on YouTube, give him a subscription. Really good channel when he's not too busy doing other stuff. AIDS Workshop too. Who else? I'd give everyone else a shout out, but they don't turn up for live streams, so there you go. There's Craig's Workshop. He married a wife and he can't come, but another good Australian channel, Aaron Engineering. Check him out too. He's in Melbourne. Who else is here? Tom's married a wife and he can't come either, so we haven't seen him for ages. Paul at Knackler's Workshop, you should check him out. While we're at it, Maddie's Workshop. Maddie doesn't turn up on live stream, so we really don't know if he's worth a shout out, but that's a really good channel. That's one of the best Australian channels. I'm on here too. I've got a couple of stickers on here. I've got another one probably coming in the next little while. I've got the design done. It's just that I haven't finished the project that's on the design, so I feel like I'm really not going to release it. If we're going to be honest. there's some cool channels here. Some of them are sort of almost run still now. You very rarely see anything out of some of them. Some of them you see all the time. Alistair up here, he's right up here in the corner. At Adventures with a Very Small Lathe. It's a good channel too. And check him out, he's one of the big guys now. Bundy Bear's Shed up in Bundaberg. There's a tractor restoration model sort of machining channel. Who else is here? The Old Man's Shop. I haven't heard from Chris for a long time. It's one of those people that I should drop an email to. I hope he's okay, or I haven't heard anything. Maybe I've missed something there. Blondie Hacks over here. Check out Quinn. Quinn's moving back to Canada, out of California, but she's an awesome chick, and she does nice work, and she's learns as she goes, which is awesome. There's a new video too from Solid Rock today, which is a bit of a breakthrough. I haven't seen it yet, but Solid Rock Machine Shop is down there. They make some really nice things. I've got some nice things that come from them. Absolutely. Pierre's been pretty quiet, and Phil, haven't heard anything from either of them. Mark Bresling's there on the board. You should go and check him out as an Australian creator. Brad Jacobs, haven't seen him or heard anything from him, but he's busy working. There was one from Cam at Battler this week, so you should check him out. And this guy's out touring on a motorbike, so we haven't seen him and probably won't see him for ages. Dream Steam's got regular videos out. Good miniature steam railway channel. So Everett, check out Everett. Woods Creek, Turn Right Machine Works. Go and check out. If you haven't watched Keith Fenner, you're probably Keith Fenner's the older stuff anyway. You're really missing out. He got busy chasing the sorts and hasn't really got time to disappear in the workshop and make videos. But he's a great guy, and I owe him a lot, so you should check him out. Anyway, we've got a myfordboys sticker. Where are we going to put it? I guess it goes down the bottom there, does it? Don't know. Where would you put it? When do you leave for the bash, or are you back? Or when do you leave for the bash, Stephen? We'll see how this myfordboys sticker sticks. So. Down next to the subscriber counter, everyone says. Righto, let's do that. I'm going to get my head in the shot here. Now, Tom's stickers didn't stick particularly well, but having said that, they did end up in the workshop in the damp for a month because I forgot to bring them up from Tasmania. So that's probably got a lot to do with that. Thursday through the Sunday. Oh, I don't know if it's worth watching. We said a lot of ungracious things about how long you're going to be making castings for. David, it's good to see you though. I'm not going to go through and unbox that again. I got a lot of ungracious things about how I really didn't need another project and how I'm never ever going to get things finished as it is. But they come and we're very, very impressed with them. So shopping with Mrs. Myfordboy sounds more important, especially if it means you're going to eat next week. Well, check that out, David. So anyway, sticker on the board. So that's pretty exciting. My subscriber count is a bit sort of, I'm not sure if it's broken or what, but it doesn't seem to be growing any. We've gained about 50 subscribers this year, which isn't many. I haven't actually made any videos, so that's what you get. Anyway, so got a Myford Boy engine, and probably that's going to run the bandsaw and what other machines we can find or rake up or anyway. Apart from that, I think that's pretty well covered. I'm going to chop these up with the scissors nicely in squares and maybe at some point I'm going to post some out. So we'll see how we go. Come and visit me and get some stickers, everyone. That's where we're at with that. That's the most reliable way to get one. What else? Working on this too. Oh, skid this round here. It's going to fall off the end, isn't it? Yeah. Hang on. We'll loosen this off. Probably just all drop down out of the way. There we go. So there we go. I got a steam engine event down in New South Wales on the last week in July. We'll have more about that at some point. I don't know whether anyone's going to go or whether we're going to actually get some videos or whether it's going to be a whole lot different to the schedule. But this is just a sign that I'm putting together roughly. It's nowhere near finished yet, and I'm really not sure I like all the red in it, but it might get some work. Just a bit of lettering on a bit of form ply with a nice machined edge, and we'll be tucked away down the back corner somewhere at that event, so it might be nice to put a sign up somewhere. So I was sort of working on that. So that's another job we've been doing. What else? Oh, here's something I did this week. Dan might go. He said, I think he's taking the steam engine. So there you go. There we go. Got a new, actually put a handle on the drawer for the welding table. So that's pretty awesome. Doesn't need it because it's auto open, but it might be good to know which side to kick because that's a bit sort of, yeah, if you're around the other side you're not quite, it doesn't work. Anyway, so put that handle on there. 624 Dudley, good day. Which needs a red crankshaft? Paul too. Mart, good day. So, progress on the harmonograph. There isn't any. There is a little bit. We'll come around this side of the bench and we'll have a look here. This weekend was a bit of a write-off and we didn't do a whole lot. We've got a bit of a dilemma. I don't really know where to even look for this. I was chasing nice wood screws, right? And we've already been down this road. I think we've had a whinge about this already. Um, yeah, got these round head screws, which really aren't what I was looking for. But they've got a cross head in the middle, and that's a bit ugly. It doesn't really look particularly vintage. And they're too long and all that sort of stuff. So I hit a guy up on eBay, and I thought I was getting some countersink screws with dome heads. That's what I thought I was getting, you know, with a top round curved top. Don't know what you call them. But anyway, I've got these flathead countersunk screws that are the right length at least. So they're to screw this down. And they're drilling out yet. But they might do the job. We'll see. If I can find the right ones, we might. But I've got a box of those and they weren't very expensive. Max from Joy of Precision. Yes, I know Max. Best way to contact Max is probably Facebook. Or Instagram. Hit him up on Instagram because he usually answers Instagram messages. If you can't, hit up Justin and he'll know where to find him. Failing that, hit up Stefan. At least then that might persuade them to make a new podcast. Max, I haven't seen for some time, hasn't posted anything. I haven't seen anything from Justin either. So I know him and I've been in touch with him and I've talked to him a few times. And I haven't seen anything sort of remotely new from him. So good luck with that. Anyway, if anyone knows the correct term for a countersink screw with a round head on it like that and a slot across the middle, let me know, because I haven't got a clue. What else? What other things have happened? Not very much. We've done a little bit upstairs in the library, messing around. It could be, I don't know, I thought a panhead was sort of flat. I'm not sure. Maybe I could have a look in Machinery's Handbook or something. No, a cheese head's round like a cheese. I probably have a Machinery's Handbook or a... What I do have is a Dykes Automotive Encyclopedia. That will have all those things in it. If we had a table upstairs in the library, we could go up there and find it. But anyway, I got no idea. I will have a look in a book and find out. Could be a dome head countersunk, something like that. It's probably just as simple as a dome head countersunk screw. They're few and far between anyway. Wasn't that impressed. These guys did get these, which was a bit of a... from East Gippsland Saw Service, of all places, in Barnsdale. $5 for them. Oh, hello again. I don't have a Kerno XP sticker, but good channel, good fun, lots of exploring, bit of ghost hunting, that sort of thing on Kerno XP. There we go. Anyway, that's what's happening here. That's kind of where we're at. We've got an air compressor, which I'm excited about, and I messed about all day with that while I was waiting for a parcel to come from the UK, which I was excited to get and to be here and actually collect. And done a few little jobs here on... Started cutting out the other one of these. So we'll get them finished. I was going to etch these, but I'm really not sure whether that's going to happen. It probably will. And then we've got some woodwork, and we're starting to look like we're getting closer to finished. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining in. Thanks for being a little bit compassionate to me. Because you're right, I don't need another project. I need another project like a hole in the head. And they'll go in the shelf, and at some point I'll either completely run out of cash and have to get rid of them to survive, or I'll get it built. Or I'll get it built and then decide it doesn't work. Oh, Stuart says, page 92 in the black book. We could look that up. We've got one of them here, probably. Or not. You would think I have one. Here we go. It's probably not the same, but mine's a summer bash edition, a big one. I don't think it's the same. No, 92 is internal retaining gears. Retaining rings. Let's have a look here. Screws. Screw and bolt head types. Wood types, 132. Steel pipes. Weights of sheet metal. Drill sizes for screw extractors. Drill sizes for wood screws. It's not that. Bolt heads. Bolt types. Screw head drives. Common screw thread points. Common workshop washers. We're getting closer. Here we go, undercut oval head, that says, but I'm not sure whether that's really what we want. Common self-tapping screws. Oval head, this says. It might be an American term. I've never heard of oval heads, but anyway, there we go. Maybe if I just went and asked for oval head screws, that's what I'd get. Anyway. Frank Ward, good to see you. Sorry you stayed up. Take care, everyone, anyway. In aviation, it's an oval head. Yeah, thanks for that. This was a bit special, actually. This is a summer bash edition, this one. 2019. Gosh, it's 2 years ago. 3 years ago. Gosh, where's that gone? Don't know. This one's signed in the back. Which was really sweet of him to do that. It's a really nice thing above and beyond. Anyway. There we go. Anyway, I'm out, I think. I call it a day. Everyone's just turned up and just woke up, so I feel bad about leaving now. But appreciate everyone tuning in and looking at my box of bits. And go and check out myfordboy.blogspot.co.uk, something like that. myfordboy blog will find it anyway. For a complete range of kits. I'm sure he's got nothing else to do but make you sets of castings that you'll never build. Am I going to the bash this year? No, I'd be left already, I believe. If I was going, I'd want to be out of there today or tomorrow. to get there, so it's not going to happen, and I'm a bit worried about the whole travel thing at the moment, so it's not going to happen. Take care, and be kind to each other. I'm out, and we'll see you next week. Probably there'll be a video before then.